Just want to say the third stage of being entrepreneur is basically enterprise ecosystem, and people have different companies have different type of things. They can be different to types of companies. One private limited company, one man company, public company, LLP, or proprietorship. Then the company and visions and missions and values make them different. Company strategy formulation make them different. The business environment of the different companies are in a different mode, right? Business plans is different at different scenario. Performance management system, which is called the PMS, is always there to reinsure that we are in the right direction or not. Funding, which is equally important, and then the valuation. So ultimately, what has affected why the share market is going down? 30%, which I already explained yesterday's session investors training day before yesterday, that 30% has been corrected, and again then 5% is recovered, maybe again 2%, 3% is recovered. So maybe by that this time I am giving the presentation, 8 to 9% is recovered from that steep fall of 30%, right? And 20% is the depletion in the valuation. So everybody is talking about, because ultimately game is how much value I have increased or decreased during the last financial year, during the last quarter, during the last week, during the last day. Ultimately, aim is onto the valuation side. So basically, why the 10% has been recovery? People find it out that India is on an advantage stage. Investors are looking at India on an advantage stage, right? Because the way we have handled this COVID crisis till this point, from the day it was originated, right? We have been people, the world across, the investors taken us on a very positive note, right? Even though World Bank has given 1.6%, 1%, which I explained in my that part, but I'm telling you that this 10% recovery is making sense. US has made a 6-7% recovery from the last bottom out. We have made a 10%. That's 4% extra is just reflecting the true confidence of the investors in Indian economy and Indian position as on now on advantage stage. Some entrepreneur value statements are there, which is different. Entrepreneurial ecosystem, this is what I'm talking about. Macro environment, internal environment, micro environment. Who knows? I don't want to explain. These are all people knows. These are the macro environment, political, economical, social, technological. Nowadays, weather and all climates are also there, and legal are people are taken it. Also part of the micro environment, because I'm using these words very frequently. Those people who are new to these presentations, that's what I have covered. Just make a one slide. Demand of the product, present players, market potential, return, regulatory environment, cost involved, payback period, raw material availability, and entrepreneurial ecosystem, internal environment is his vision, mission, organization structure, corporate culture, human resources, physical resources, technology capabilities, value system is all talk about their internal environment. So I'm able to explain the internal environment, I'm able to explain the micro environment, I'm able to explain the macro environment, and all mixing of three is really entrepreneur is monitoring day in day out. They have three strings: one of the internal environment, second of the micro environment, and third is the macro environment. And above that, his visionary approach, who can translate the way Sachin knows that the next ball is likely to be what Yorker. So he has taken basically Yorker means a full toss ball of a low length directly hitting the wickets. He has making 1.5 feet on the left hand side, more onto the basically the leg guard, and he has taken a space to take it to a for a straight shot. Same way, that means he understands the microenvironment better than anybody else, and that makes a difference between one entrepreneur to another entrepreneur. And he has got a score of 4. And basically, those type of balls are giving them the wickets to the bowler. A wicket taking ball is hitting a 4 is only because of the entrepreneur skill, the innovative skill, and understanding of the all three forces of macro, micro, and internal will give them yield those type of results to Sachin Tendulkar. So, my dear friend, and all my colleagues today, I am able to explain that entrepreneurship in a better way. I hope so. I don't have basically much time to get into more in detail, but the underlying message is to all the people that we have to truly reflect our entrepreneurship during stabilization period of COVID crisis and post stabilization period, and we have to take advantage of basically the forces wherever we can, and don't get confused and don't get too much basically gone to the uncertainties. The yesterday session of doctor says about anxiety, right? He says that anxiety means when you talk about a thing so many times and something is false and something is true, and due to the false you have been more worried, which leads to anxiety. Please don't get into that type of mode. Believe in yourself, believe in what the macro environment India today has, and those two things will boost you, and you will be emerge as a victorious, I'm sure. And we are keep on doing these type of webinars, as our chairman today discussed on the phone, that they keep on doing this such type of webinars. I want basically to spread the positivity across the Indian territories, and to just come out of this COVID crisis. That's what we can do best thing, other than contributing our money onto the PM fund and just helping the people by giving the food. This all about he is very basically bullish that knowledge sharing is always basically make India into a new level. Apart from your contribution to PM fund, contribution to food to the other people, I am thankful to him that he has given me such a vision, and just because of him, I am able to give such type of session. These are the other type of strategy. I don't want to get into more, which is their corporate strategy, business functional. Those who people want to do this session, I'll ask my team to give this session separately after these COVID webinars are over. And I am just my handing over to Rashi for taking forward from there. Thank you so much.